Hello there, my name is Tanaj and welcome back to my channel. If you are here, then we are ready to review episode 5 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Now, just in case you have never heard of the show before, but yet you just happen to stumble here, the show does stream on BET Plus, and it is a spinoff of Tyler Perry's The Oval. The show follows Ruth as she tries to escape the Rakadushi cult that she is a part of. Now, jumping right into the episode, because that's what we like to do. So just a quick little summary, and I do mean quick. Okay, so Ruth has finally completed the gang rape. The initiation. Okay, and now she is officially an elder. She has now been awakened to the foolishness of the Rakadushis, and she is finally ready to escape. With side note, yay! We've been waiting for this, Ruth. But moving on, she decides to tell Tally of her newfound attitude, and together they decide that the way that they are going to escape from the cult is by using the key to the front gate. But of course, the key is in Daikon's possession. So Ruth, she declares that she'll be the one to get the key from Daikon. Brian is having a lot of difficulty connecting with his wife Lynn, and Lynn is having difficulty of her own, even remembering what happened when she did visit the Rakadushi cult, and also deciding how she feels about it. Because if you ask me, I think she liked it, but we're just gonna move on real quick. Let's see, the Rakadushi cult is getting prepared for the visit from the sheriff, which of course he is bringing Brian along as an undercover deputy along with him. And the episode closes out with Andrew's wife. She's at the gate, trying to get into the cult. And through the opening of the gate, she sees Andrew, and Andrew sees her. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this episode was actually extremely light, especially compared to its counterparts of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, because normally whenever I watch the shows, I always have to sit at the edge of my seat, holding my breath, and at times even covering my eyes like this. Okay, but because normally those episodes are just so tense and just so aggressive in ways, but this episode was completely the opposite. And it could have been because Tyler was maybe preparing us for the next episode, because the next episode about to get crazy, so he had to give us a little break, or this episode just served as a informative episode because we did learn a lot from it. But just to get into the characters and what this episode has shown them to be and where they're at now. So starting off with Ruth, I really want to give a hand of applause to Ruth, okay? Because we have been waiting for you to remove the fog from your eyes, okay? And it seems as if once Ruth, found out that the highest was off limits and he could not be her man, she woke up like that, okay? She came back to earth really quick. And now the only thing that's on her mind is escaping this way, but definitely shout out to her, because she decided that the smartest way for her to escape would be for her to continue to fake it, continue to put up the front as if she is still a believer and she is still down with the crew, which of course, we all know about that, because we all had to fake it sometime, okay? Faking it to making it. But but it really seems pretty easy, if you just fake it, she'll get out. But of course it's TV, and nothing on TV is ever that simple, so we shall see. Moving on to Tally. Now Tally needs to get it together, and that's just that on that, okay? Ruth was told by Marva that if Tally does not get in line, Tally will be judged at the stoning ground, aka they will kill you with stones. Okay, so Tally needs to get it together real quick. And it's actually crazy to me because it took Ruth to tell Tally that in order for her to get out, she had to pretend to be apologetic and to pretend as if she still was a believer. Like, Tally, how did you think that you were going to get out if that wasn't your plan? What other way was there? But okay. I'm really happy that Ruth and Tally, they back together thick as thieves again. Tally did confide in Ruth that she was pregnant, which of course she hasn't told anyone, which also makes me think this is really some TV stuff, because why do you think you're still pregnant? Because Tally, you've been beats 3 times already, okay? And most of the hits was kicks to your stomach and your back. But I mean, it is TV, so she could be pregnant, child. Anything possible in TV land. So that's that. Moving on to Andrew. Poor Andrew. And I say that with the littlest thing ever of freaking sympathy. Because Andrew still sucks, I ain't forget. But poor him, okay? Because he just got, you know, fertilized with the highest seed. Okay, and then he, you know, during the becoming process of an elder for Ruth, he couldn't perform. So the highest, you know, excused him, but not before giving him a kiss on his lips and calling him beautiful. You know, mentally, as a straight man, like, that is a lot to take. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, like, you know, if he was gay and the highest was straight and forcing him to do that kind of stuff, like, it's hard for anyone to do anything that's not true, you know? So, you know, now that he has been awakened, as well as Ruth, okay, they got awakened at the same time. But now that he is awakened and, you know, he sees what everything is, like, that's a lot for him to take on by himself. And of course, like, you know, when he went to Tally, you know, Tally basically told him, like, she's not on that same path anymore. You know, she shared with him, like, no, I'm a believer. You know, everything we talked about, like, forget it. Like, this is the right way, right? And of course, you know, Andrew, he don't want to say anything. So now Andrew is left isolated, you know, mentally and emotionally, because he ain't got nobody to share these terrible thoughts and emotions with, you know? So poor guy. But then not so poor because your wife showed up. Okay, and I will say, I did give Andrew the benefit, you know, the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I was like, well, maybe, you know, since Andrew's a part of this cult, you know, maybe he decided that, like, his life before the cult, basically, like, he had to give it up, like, it was a thing of the past. Like, maybe he did that, right? So I was like, maybe he just, like, made himself forget about his wife and his son. But when he seen the wife, like, his eyes, like, right here, they were unchanging. You know what I'm saying? It was as if he was just looking at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like, he had to put up a front, but it wasn't a shock in there. You know, it wasn't a, oh my God, get out of here. Like, you know, it was nothing right here. Right here, it was just dead. Which makes me believe, so you didn't forget about her because it wasn't a shock or a surprise that your wife basically came up from the dead. You know, you was just chilling. And for that, I'm confused. And Andrew, like, what the fudge? Okay, and you know, the wife showed up just because she had tracked his watch, which also leaves me questioning, because why did he still have this watch? You know, did he forget that it was a tracker? Did he forget that his wife brought it for him? Which also is like, you had a whole watch from your wife and you still forgot about her? But moving on. The other person, I guess this is just a section of the people that I feel bad for, okay? A little bit. But the next guy is Brian, which is like, all Brian wants to do is love his wife. Okay? He just want to make sure she's good, but she is just not allowing him to. Now, I will give him, you know, a little honesty, and it is like he is smothering Lynn. And I can understand that. But Lynn needs to understand that he's only doing this because you broke his trust, okay? You cannot be trusted when you decided to move on your own accord and go down there, you know, to the Rackadoochies and be a fool. So, yeah, like, he has to check up on you because he knows that he cannot trust you, okay? So take responsibility for what you did. And then also, girl, like, that water you drank, well, but also, you know, from the beverage that she drank, it was consumed with mad drugs in it. And then also, chick, you was raped. So he actually had to call on you to make sure you're physically okay as well as mentally and emotionally. So, child, I mean, Lynn just needs to have a heart. She just needs to have more patience, okay? Because Brian is a good man, all right? And if that man was to leave her, she wouldn't miss all this checking up and caring things that he is doing, okay? But this Lynn person, my least favorite character on the show. She stresses me out, y'all. She just stresses me out. She scares me because I think she is attracted to this Rackadoochie cult. you know? And it's like, I understand that she cannot remember what happened, and that's driving her crazy, because us as humans, we love to remember what happened. You know, we just like to remember stuff. And you know, with her, like, she can't remember, so therefore she is trying and she's like wrecking her brain, so that's understandable. But I don't like how she seems to be drawn to this cult, you know, as if like it's something within her mind that's telling her, I wonder what it's like to be there. Like, I'm interested. That scares the crap out of me, okay? And you know, when she had called Daikon, which also Daikon, you a smooth brother and a smart brother, okay? You know, for him to write down his number on a piece of paper and slip it in her pocket, right? So either way go, you know, when she called Daikon and Daikon answered, I mean, you know, he basically was tantalizing her. You know, talking about some, oh, hey, Lynn, so excited to hear from her. Like, he smiled. I haven't seen Daikon smile in any of these episodes, okay? And not only did he smile here, Daikon smiled here, okay, with these eyes, okay? And it actually made me think, like, Daikon, are you flirting? Because, you know, last episode I did say I did start to like Daikon on the low, and it's like, you better flirt, Daikon. But moving on. So anyway, so he told Lynn, like, you said this was the most wonderful experience, you know, you were enlightened. Which, side note, what the fudge is enlightened? You know, because I feel like every time they say it, it got to do with sex. So is being enlightened sex? I just don't get it. But anyway, so you know, Lynn said, you know, like, Lynn kept asking, well, what happened to me? He said, if you don't remember, lick the paper. Which I'm like, lick what paper? You know what I'm saying? So he said, lick the paper. She was like, I'm not licking the paper. And I'm like, Lynn, don't lick the paper. He said, lick it and you'll remember. Don't lick it, Lynn. You should lick it. Don't do it, Lynn. So I'm over here just passed out. And Lynn said, well, I must have been drugged since I don't remember anything. And Daikon got real serious and he was like, drugs? No, we would never do that. Also, side note, these Rakadushi people don't even know that the highest is out here drugging them. And I thought Daikon knew everything. That's a lie. So anyway, so that's that. Hopefully Lynn is smart and does not lick the paper, but I really think she gonna lick it. And I mean, I'm not gonna be unhappy if she does lick the paper, because what is a TV show if it's not, you know, at least one person making real dumb decisions? You know, it gives us good TV. So Lynn, if you're gonna lick it, I guess just lick it. I guess I'll just have to deal with it. And then this Daikon person, I am excited for Daikon, because it seems as if he is getting, you know, his own storyline, basically. You know, because before we didn't know anything about Daikon. We just knew that he was the right-hand man to the highest. He dressed in black. And, you know, he was me. That's all we knew. But it seems as if now they're going to bring him more into the focal point, but they're going to play on his manly needs. You know, when I say that, because say like with Ruth, right? You know, when Andrew couldn't perform, the highest had Daikon step in, you know, first, okay? And then, you know, Ruth, in order to, you know, carry out her plan to get the keys from Daikon, you know, she had to plant the seed. So she started talking to Daikon, telling him how special he is, you know, talking about, how like she wanted him to herself, and how when she gets pregnant, she knows it's going to be because of his sperm. And Daikon said, well, you didn't seem to be enjoying it, which is like, bingo, Ruth, like, you got in there, because you know a man love to get his little ego pumped. And that's exactly what Ruth was doing, child. And then also with Lynn, you know, when Lynn caught him, he seemed to be happy to be speaking to Lynn. You know, it seemed as if he was flirting, which also had me confused, because I'm like, Daikon, you like women? You know, and I don't mean that sexually either. I just mean whenever he has been shown speaking to a woman, he speaks with such irritation, you know, like such annoyance, you know. And it's like, so you cool with women now? Because he was smiling, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Lynn, like, come join us, you know, leave that little at-home wife stuff alone. So I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to play out on Daikon. I wonder, like, are they going to make him have a soul? Because, you know, villains only work, like the highest, you know, villains only work when they're evil. But then also, you know, when they make the audience have compassion for them, you know, when they show the human side of them. So it's like, is you gonna get a little light shed on you with all that darkness you got? We shall see. We shall see. So yeah, the next episode is just, you know, showing the Rakadushis finally getting that visit from the sheriff, you know, who is also bringing along the deputy, which is just Brian, you know, being undercover. And I'm excited to see that. So yeah, stay tuned for the next review, which is episode 6. So thank you.